Facebook stock is back. As of today, after hours, the company is up almost 20% of value for a couple and a variety of reasons. In today's video, we are going to be talking about kind of what's going on with the company. Should you buy it? Is it worth it? Did the train already leave the station? Should you buy, sell, hold? We're going to be talking about everything. So I hope you guys enjoy it. If you guys get anything in value out of this video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, concerns, make sure you guys ask them down below. So let's jump into it. So looking at Facebook stock, you can see we're all the way back as of right now in about 2017 to 2015 here. So you can see the company has a beautiful upward trend, a little volatility, but overall historically has outperformed all the indexes, the Dow Jones, NASDAQ, and the S&P 500. And then this year we saw this massive move where the company actually started stair-stepping its way down from about 384, consolidated at about 330, and then fell from about 330 all the way down to about 250, sold off, broke below $200, found a little support right here at 185, bounced up to some resistance at about 230, sold off. And a lot of people at the time and right now are freaking out stating, oh my gosh, the company is terrible. The company's not worth it. You know, the company is more than fundamentals. It's about censorship and free speech. And, you know, I understand where they're coming from. You know, I honestly really do, especially with the free speech with Truth Social, which is rated #1 social media app on the App Store, and Twitter getting bought out by Elon Musk for he wants to have a free speech thing on there. So at the end of the day, I understand where they're coming from. I understand where Facebook's coming from, you know, because they bring in 98% of their income is from advertisements. So they have to have some sort of censors to prevent hate and political ads and stuff like that. I understand that. But a lot of people on the flip side are saying, well, we have a right for a free speech app, and that's where Truth and Twitter are starting to make headlines. But as of today, Facebook did announce a couple of things. The very first thing they announced was their user return growth, right? Last quarter, right in here, Facebook, for the first time in company history, announced a slowdown on daily active users. And for a company that brings in 98% of their income and revenue is from advertising, if you see a slowdown on their social media site, people are going to freak out saying, oh my God, the company's terrible, and there's going to be a lot of emotion, giving a lot of sell-off, right? But they announced it today. It's back. Another thing they announced was a better than expected quarterly earnings. So anytime you have a better than expected earnings, you'll have a lot of buying pressure almost every single time. And that's kind of what we've seen, right? If we actually go to the daily chart, you can see just how much this stock has gone up. And I made a video the other day pretty much stating why I'm buying this stock. I bought some, and I've been pretty much dollar cost averaging it ever since it's pretty much been below about $200. I've been buying some. So my average cost is actually right around, the 170 mark. And you can see right now this thing popped up from 175 all the way up to 210 for a great earnings report. So answering that main question of should you buy Facebook? As of today, there's going to be a lot of volatility involved. There's going to be a lot of risk, and there's going to be a lot of ups and downs in your account. And if you're somebody that can handle that, I definitely think Facebook carries a lot of potential, because at the end of the day, people love to complain about the company, complain about the stock, and yet those same people are continuing to use Facebook, right? At the end of the day, Facebook brings in a lot of money. You cannot beat a $33.6 billion earnings. You can't. The company brings in way too much money. They're heavily invested into all the top sectors for the next couple of years. They're invested into the metaverse, given that they own Oculus, which is a VR headset company. They're heavily invested into AI research. They're heavily invested into other things. They changed their name from Facebook to Meta, pretty much stating, hey, Meta is the future. The metaverse is the future that we see. So I definitely think I personally think there's a lot of potential with Facebook, especially looking out 2 to 5 years. I think there's a lot of potential. There's going to be some volatility, right? Any stock goes through hard times. Any stock goes through ups and downs. There's never a company that just has a beautiful upward straight line to the corner. There's always going to be ups and downs, right? So I definitely think good strategy for that would be doing that dollar cost averaging. But on the flip side, you have to understand there's going to be risk involved. And I'm keeping this under about 5% of my portfolio size. So what that means is for every $100 I have invested into other stocks or ETFs, I'm investing $5 in this. And I know it doesn't seem like much, but the beauty of that type of investment is if this thing pops back up to highs, I'm making a ton of money. And if it falls down, let's just say to 150, I'm only out 5% of my portfolio, so it's not that big of a deal. And another thing, as of right now, I am extremely profitable because ever since it's been below 200, I've been buying and getting a good average price for my shares. So my average cost per share is extremely low, and I'm most likely just going to continue to do that every time it falls below 200, especially 180. I definitely think there's just a ton of support right down in here at this 184 mark. But as of right now, the company is up, and I think there's so much potential for this. So good strategy, dollar cost average it. Should you sell? I personally am not selling because I think the outlook for that 2 to 5 years is very, very large. But that's kind of where I'm at, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. It's extremely awesome because I love seeing this stock move. I love seeing volatility in the market because that brings opportunity. So, guys, that is it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe. If you have any questions, concerns, ask them down below. And we will see you guys later. Remember to stay happy, stay positive, and stay safe. Take care, everyone.